Welcome back to Love to Live in the Temecula Valley. I'm your host, Catherine Materiali. I'm a realtor here in the Temecula Valley, and I love that I get to help people move here, get connected, and find a home that fits their life. I would love to help you do that too. Today, we're doing another shopping drive just outside the West Murrieta border in Wildomar. I'm starting just before Palomar Street and heading along Clinton Keith Road toward the 15 freeway. This is a really convenient stretch of shops that people use if they live in West Murrieta or Wildomar on the west side. Along the way, you'll see grocery stores, coffee shops, fast food, and other everyday stops like dry cleaners and services that make life easier. I'll show you what's here, how it's laid out, and why this corridor is great for quick errands and easy freeway access. Before we get started, hit that like button and subscribe so you can get all of the updates we bring every week on the area. We are starting you off driving toward the 15 freeway on Clinton Keith, and I'm approaching this intersection coming from those hills behind. That's Copper Canyon behind on the left-hand side, by the way. Beautiful area. And I'm going to be coming into that shopping center there that you can see here in the drone. Behind it is a storage facility. So if you do move to the area and you need some storage, that is a great resource. I know my mom and brother had used it years ago. Actually, no, we didn't use that one. We used another one on Guava way back when. So we're going to approach this shopping center. Now, little tidbit. Depending on the time of day, you can sit here for a minute, not a long time, but when the traffic is flowing and people are trying to get out of the center and you're trying to get in the center, you might have to wait for a minute. This is not a big shopping center where you're going to go do a bunch of errands, but I will tell you there's a few little things. So this massage place, my husband, well, they used to be in a different spot in the same shopping center, and my husband has loved the massages there. The cake house, I have a funny story about that. Oh my gosh. So the cake house is not cake, you guys. It's a marijuana store. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm sorry. I'm super dorky, not fully educated. My girlfriend went in there. Oh, I'm going to come back to it. Stay with me. I will tell you that story, okay? I promise. Sushi Mamba, I want to show you. And also that D. Okay, for years, my husband and I have been trying to figure out what that place is because there's a sign that says no children, appointment only, blah, blah, blah. We were like, oh my gosh, is it one of those like, what is it? The people that try to investigate, private investigators? But I think it's actually a medical facility of some sort. But that Sushi Mamba that you saw back there, here's the market in Delhi, by the way, and they had completely redone this place. And there's a nail place, but Sushi Mamba is one of our favorite sushi places. It has a Mexican fusion to it. So there's so many yummy rolls that have like a good amount of spice to it and jalapenos and serrano chilies and stuff like that. We get the shishito peppers. And we get, they have the most amazing like Japanese fusion wings. And then the spicy garlic edamame. I am a huge fan of cucumber salad. I do not like their cucumber salad. I'm really picky of. I don't like the flavor in it at all, but they have some amazing rolls. So Adam and I will go there for a date. The Hive will be hoppin'. That's a bar and grill. People will go hang, go with the fam. It's a big place that people go if they want to go watch the game, grab a beer, grab a bite to eat. It's kind of your typical all-American fare, burgers and apps and stuff like that. Okay, so let me tell you the story about the cake house. And if you end up working with me, by the way, and you move to this area, we will totally go on a double date or something like that to Sushi Mamba. It's this tiny little place. They're super cool people. We'll go. Okay, so the story of the cake house. So funny. So one of my best friends, Noi, she went with one of our other friends, Maria, and they thought it was going to be cake. We love sweets. They go in and they're like, I don't see any cake. And then the people ask them for their driver's license. They're like, well, that's weird. Why would they ask for a driver's license to get cake? So, oh, okay, fine. They provide their driver's license and then they get taken into the back room and they very quickly go, oh, this is not cake. I haven't been in, I don't know. But, of course, now in California, marijuana is legal and you do have these little marijuana shops. It's not shady in any means. When I'm at Sushi Mamba, I see the people come over that work there, super sweet people. Anyway, so you have another little shop there, Buzz. I think that is the same sort of deal. The Rite Aid is not open. I think pretty much all the Rite Aids are gone now, right? For the longest time, they barely had any inventory in there. We would always go there to get the Thrifty's ice cream. I grew up with Thrifty's ice cream. I love it. I'm so glad that they sell it at the store now. You can get it at Ralph's, but we would go to Rite Aid for ice cream. But that place was always empty, and I'm not surprised it went under. Very sad, but there you go. So this tiny little shopping center really only has a few things. I think that Tribe might be one of those small private gyms, not like CrossFit, but that sort of thing. So we're going to go back out. This is Palomar. And you guys, if you were to go the other way on Palomar, that would take you to Washington. But we're going to turn right on Clinton Keith. And then I'm going to take you in that shopping center on the left, which is called the Barn. And there's a few really great things in there too. That used to be like a really old-fashioned center, and then they completely renovated it and they made it so cute. They did such a good job, and there's some fun little spots there. If we were to go straight, actually I've run along there. If you keep going straight on Palomar, there's a horse trail and a sidewalk, and that takes you to some other neighborhoods in Wildomar. So we're going to turn left here into the Barn Shopping Center. And on the right-hand side is Renaissance Plaza. We'll get to that in a minute. So here in the Barn, you've got a few things. You've got Everbowl, you've got a taco shop. I gotta say, guys, that taco shop is not my favorite, but everybody's got different tastes. And then you've got a pho place. My husband has taken my daughter there and they've liked it. You've got a boba place. My daughter likes the boba there. And then see where it says the Barn, there's a couple little places in there too. There's a tattoo place and then I think another esthetician type deal. And then you've got Abode, which is a coffee shop. And then apparently a sushi place is going to be opening up to the left. It is taking them forever to get it open. I've noticed that, mom and pop type restaurants do take a while to actually get open. But my husband and I will definitely try it when it does open because we love sushi. But that Abode coffee shop is a lovely place to go and meet with folks. That upper level of that building there has all sorts of different things. There's insurance and, different small businesses like office related. And then you have a salon, a barber shop, and Finch. I love Finch. Finch is so cute. It's affiliated. It's the same owners that have Blackbird in Old Town Temecula. And they call it like the sister restaurant. So it's more of a female type aesthetic where Blackbird is very masculine in their aesthetic. And they have yummy food. They've got some great appetizers, some yummy Brussels sprouts and these delicious sweet potatoes that have some sort of yogurt dip. So good. And it's really super, super cute. Such a fun place to get a quick selfie and post it on Instagram with your girlfriends. My husband and I have gone for dates. I've gone there on double dates with my hubby, and I've gone there for lunch with girlfriends, and it's a fun little vibe. I will tell you, during the evening, on busy evenings, you will have a long wait, but it's a fantastic place for lunch, in my opinion, if you don't want to have to wait. Okay. So we're going back left on Clinton Keith. You see where that Rite Aid was. And now we're going to go check out Renaissance Plaza. I will pop in here for El Pollo Loco. I love El Pollo Loco if I just want a nice, quick, healthy grab and go type meal with the family. We grab one of the family meals. We get the chicken. We get the pinto beans. We get the salad. And they are also always so sweet, and you don't wait a long time to be served. So that's a great little spot that we pop into. And then I'm going to give you a little tour around the rest of it. So again, you have, see on that second level of that building, there are some more little office-y type things. And then the lower level has more of the things that you would visit on a regular basis, like the jujitsu. And there is a real estate place in there, but don't worry, you got me. So the El Pollo Loco's to the right. And then directly ahead is the car wash. And they also have a Jiffy Lube there. And it's one of those ones where you can, do your own vacuuming. We don't go to this one because we have a membership of another one that they have on, there's one on Calmia, and then there's one on Murrieta Hot Springs that we use. And I like that I have a couple of different options of places that I can go. So here you've got the real estate place, you've got an Edward Jones, you've got, and then other little random businesses. But then we're going to loop back around and we have Barron's in this shopping center. Barron's has some really great prices for produce that we've taken advantage of. And also my husband really loves that garlic spread. I don't know if you've had that, but they have a really yummy one there. And then also what's really cool about Barron's is you can get different olive oils and vinegars. We used to have a membership for an olive oil company down in Temecula that would be delivered to us. But we love that we can just pop into Barron's and get different flavored olive oils and vinegars there. But this is a great Barron's and easy to pop into. And then beyond Barron's, you have a couple of things. There's a little tutoring place. See, he got some drinks. He just popped in, he got his drinks, and he's ready to go. So you've got a tutoring place. And well, there's a couple things I want to point out here. With the Taekwondo, so my middle son went there for a while, and they are so sweet. They are locally owned, really sweet gentlemen, and the teachers that he hires are fantastic with the kids. That Very Berry yogurt is so disappointing. Sorry if I'm killing your business, but oh my gosh, like they always have weird flavors. It's definitely not the yogurt place we go to, but that China one is super yum. We absolutely will get Chinese food from there. And then the Stadium Pizza is a great spot. They do a lot in partnership with sports teams and stuff. They have some claw machines and video games, not a ton, but enough. And then, a bunch of seating, and their pizza is really good. So that's a really great place if you want to go just with the fam, or if you need to have a spot for, having like the soccer team or baseball team or something like that. And then the Yellow Basket that has the drive-through. I don't know if you've watched any of my Menifee driving tours. There was one there where I talked about Yellow Basket. It's basically like breakfast, lunch. I mean, you can go for dinner too, but it's got your all-American fare, your burgers, your sandwiches, your breakfast plates like French toast and pancakes and stuff. It's a little pricey for what you get, but it's kind of established in the area and known. I wouldn't say it's always super packed, but it's kind of one of those places where people are used to going there and go there, and the food's good. So we're going to go back out to Clinton Keith, and now we're going to get right up to where the 15 freeway entrance is. So, and all of this, you guys, is Wildomar. Okay. So the Wildomar and Murrieta border they're very fluid in this area. If you, as I mentioned in the intro, if you live in West Murrieta, these shops are all right here, even though it's Wildomar. I'm going to go into the center there on the right-hand side, and then we're going to pop over to the shopping center just on the other side of Hidden Springs. So that light there is Clinton Keith and Hidden Springs, okay? So in the center, this is a Starbucks that I will regularly use. They've got a drive-through. The kids that work there are so sweet. They are always so friendly and welcoming. This is where we get our coffee for our Cocoa with Santa event. We'll grab it from there. And I will tell you, coming from Clinton Keith to go in there, there will be a line at certain times of day. And then people will also be coming from kind of passing in front of the dumpling place. And you kind of have to do the zipper, as we call it, like when you get on the freeway and take turns. I personally, when I see that line, I'll just pop in. I'm not going to sit in that line because people sometimes can get a little grumpy. So you've got the 7-Eleven in here too, which has the gas, and that dumpling place we passed. I get mixed reviews. I think if you are like very traditional and you really know your dim sum, that you're going to be like, meh, you're probably going to drive more to Orange County or LA to get your traditional, but it's something good for if you just want something local. And then there's a few other things in here, like the insurance place. That Poke Port, that's good. Good Poke Bowl. And the Tacos Tijuana, they were there, then they left, and then they came back again. So I'm stoked for them. It's actually pretty yum. Their food's good. We don't go there a lot, only because my favorite taco shop is the one by Ralph's, but it is a good taco shop. So, you get your regulars that go to certain taco shops. And then you've got another oil change place there, which also has a little, drive-through car wash thing. So now we're going to pop over to this other center, which is, that is called Wildomar Square. So we came out of the shops at Clinton Keith where the 7-Eleven was, which nobody ever calls that. We usually just say the 7-Eleven one or the Starbucks one. But be careful because there's a Starbucks on the other side of the freeway. So they're both off of Clinton Keith, but there's the one in the Albertson Shopping Center, and then there's the one in the 7-Eleven one. So you have to specify when you're meeting with somebody. But so now Wildomar Square has a bunch of really great stuff too. It's got the Habit here on the right-hand side, and it does have a drive-through. I will tell you, you will wait a bit for your food at the drive-through, but Habit's yum. I love their chicken Caesar salad. They've got great burgers. It's a good, yummy place to go. And then you've got the cleaners. You have a few other little random things. That Stizzy place is another smoke shop, and then an eye care place, and then another, car place, car maintenance place. I'm such a girl, right? A little car maintenance place. I'm totally saying that wrong. But if you, tires and oil changes and getting work done on your car and all that jazz, you have plenty of options for different places to get your car worked on. And then that accelerated urgent care, it's always good to know where you have an urgent care close by. If you've got kiddos, not all the urgent cares handle kiddos. So really do your research on that. And then you've got the Front Wave Credit Union. And then you've got Ding Tea, which is, boba and Thai teas. And then that Dunkin' Donuts is also a Baskin Robbins. And that drive-through to the right of Ding Tea is for the Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins. I love Baskin Robbins ice cream. If you learn anything about me, I am an ice cream queen. I love ice cream. I wish I did not, but I do. And that will definitely be a place that we take the kids. That Forget About It is a little wine bar. And then you've got Jersey Mike's, you've got the Taco Bell, and then I'll show you one last little strip in here. There's a couple of places that we like to visit. If you want some Thai food, you've got the Palm Thai. I am so picky with my Thai food. I've got to say, honestly, I have not found a place that I'm super duper wowed with anywhere in the Temecula Valley. But there are Thai places that we go to. And then there's Angelo's, which is delicious. They've got great pizza, but also just really nice elevated food as well. And then Sushi Ka is a great sushi option as well. They are a little on the pricier end, but their spicy garlic edamame is delicious, and their rolls are really good, and the service is good too. So that's another great place to visit. So you can see the freeway there behind, and now we're back on Hidden Springs, and we're going to cut across Clinton Keith and go in one more shopping center. It's the Bear Creek Village Center. And I call it the Stater Brothers Shopping Center. the way that I am is if there's a shopping center with one big box shop that I use, I tend to refer to it as that. But it's the Bear Creek Village Center. And you've got a couple things in here that are good to know about too. So you've got the AM/PM and the Arco gas station. And they also have the drive-through car wash there. And we'll loop back around, but you see the Del Taco. So you come in, they've got a couple of, well, they've got 3 entry and exit points. This one right here where I came in, I do not advise trying to leave that way because that is also, that will get backed up with people lining up to turn left onto Clinton Keith. So if you're wanting to get out, I tend to go out to one of the exits closer to Stater Brothers. And then you saw the drive-through car wash, you've got the Jack in the Box, you've got the Chase Bank. We are approaching another yummy place, Tricino's. It's Italian food. They open in the afternoon. They open later in the afternoon, and they have, I love their, what is it called? The Casabella salad. And they have some really yummy pasta. I love their vodka sauce. They are locally owned and they make delicious food, in my opinion. The service for the most part is phenomenal. I have had a couple of servers at different times where it was a little lacking. Then you've got another credit union. There's another sushi place. They have a lunch special. My husband and I have gone there. It's not my favorite place, but it's a good sushi place. And then that donut shop, my kids love that because they have those specialty donuts where, you know, it'll have cereal on it and they're fun. In my opinion, their donut is not the best donut, but it's fun. And they have the unique type donuts. So if you want something unique, that would be a fun place to go. And then you have the Stater Brothers. And then next to the Stater Brothers, you have a couple of more little shops. You've got a Great Clips, which that used to be the Great Clips that we used to take our kids to. Now we go to the one that's by the Ralphs. It's just a little bit more convenient, but then you can see the nail place and the T-Mobile store. And then I'm going to loop you here just so you can see there is an electric car charging station here. So if you're trying to see around town where those spots are, this is one that you can take advantage of. This exit there, that's usually the exit where I will leave because it's far enough back to where I'm not, you know, fighting with cars going back and forth, and then I can turn left and then either go right to go back home, or if I also am going left, I'm not battling and waiting for somebody to let me in to be able to get in that left-hand turn lane. And then you have the Del Taco, which has the drive-through. And actually on Wednesdays after Emily's rock climbing class, sometimes Daddy will treat her to getting some rolled little soft tacos from there. And then you've got an F45, a Pilates place, and then that pizzeria, again, locally owned, super neat people there. That's one of those pizza places where it's like a Subway, where you get to pick all of your toppings. And yeah, yummy pizza, some good options. So this is the exit here that I was talking about. We're going to turn left there. And then I'll show you the proximity. So then you would turn left and then you can see the freeway access. That was a look at the shopping center along Clinton Keith heading toward the 15 freeway here in Wildomar. This area is especially convenient if you live in West Murrieta or right along the border because it gives you access to grocery stores like Stater Brothers, Errands, coffee shops, fast food, and everyday services all in one stretch. With quick access to Palomar and the freeway, it's a practical spot people rely on for regular day-to-day errands. I'd love to know what stood out to you here. Comment below and tell me which shops you use most or which areas you'd like me to tour next. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss more shopping tours, neighborhood guides, and local driving videos around the Temecula Valley. I would love to be your guide for all things Temecula Valley. We'll see you on the next video.